going on, my winches? This is your girl Maya, and today I want to talk about core. Are you hardcore, bro? Okay, I want to talk about core stability and core strength. I've had lots of questions. Shout out to Zhang to do a video on core stability. And then I realized, yo, we got to break this up into 3 parts because not a lot of people know what the heck the core is. So this video is going to be all about what is the core and are you hardcore? And I'm going to throw in at the end, wait for it, at the end I'm going to give you an extra challenge plus a 2-part assessment to find out exactly how hardcore you are. And how many times can I say hardcore in this video? Part 2, I'm going to teach you how to activate and get hardcore. Activate and engage properly so that you can get super strong, stable core. And then part 3, I'm going to show you some exercises. Damn, my winches, you must earn the rankings. You must learn how to progress through the stages before you can fully be hardcore. Cue the intro. Before we get started, make sure that you are subscribed to my channel and that you're hitting the post notifications so that you don't miss any content. I love teaching you about how to move your body well and move in a way that you love so that you keep on moving forever and ever and ever. Okay, let's get into what is core stability. Core stability is your ability to maintain and control the movement of your core, okay? So it's the ability to maintain your spinal alignment throughout anything that you may be doing. Anything that you may be doing, whether it is walking, lunging, moving, jumping, push-ups, right? So what is the core? Now that we know core stability is to maintain that control, the core, a lot of people think it's just the abs, bro. I just want that 6-pack abs, so I'm gonna do crunches and sit-ups all day. No, the core is so much more involved than just that superficial rectus abdominis that everybody wants that 6-pack out of. The core starts right here, right at your chest, at your diaphragm where you breathe. So I teach a lot of breathing, how important it is to control your breath because the core starts right here at your diaphragm. And then we go down and we get that superficial layer, that layer that your 6-pack abs show up, that's the superficial layer. And then we move on to the obliques. And you've got 2 oblique muscles, the internal obliques and the external obliques. And then the core also moves your lower back, erector spinae. So far we've got this whole area. And then the biggest part of the core, the part that I love to help you train, is called the transverse abdominis, so the core set. The transverse abdominis goes around your entire area here. So far everything else is going straight up and down, and the transverse goes around, and it creates this nice protection layer. And so when you train that muscle, it's a muscle, when you train that muscle, that's where you get your core strength, you get your core stability, and you get that core protection because it is core setting around your spine, protecting your lower back, protecting your abdomen. And we're not done. The core also extends down to your pelvis. So your pelvic floor muscles, the way you control your pelvis, we talked about this a lot in the spinal videos and also in the hamstring video because everything here is connected. When you're able to understand how your shoulder blades work, when you're able to understand that you need to put your shoulder blades in your back pocket when you're training and to create that tension in your diaphragm and to set your pelvis properly. So this is anterior pelvic tilt where the stoop is pouring forward, and then when your stoop is pouring back too far, that's an overly posteriorly pelvic tilt. You want to find that middle ground where your stoop bowl sits perfectly. That's where we want to be, okay? Woo! So the core is very intricate, and I love teaching it because when you can understand how to increase your core strength and your core stability, you're going to be able to bust a move and bang out push-ups and do animal flow movements, right? What is this? The This is all core stability. That's me controlling my body, controlling this middle part. And your core, having a strong core is so important because it connects your upper body to your lower body. And so if you don't have a really strong connection here, you're totally not connecting, and you're gonna be disconnected when you're doing full body exercises where you need to do a bunch of different things. You gotta have this strong middle guy here, this strong middle ground. So why is it so important to understand what the core is and to understand how to control it and to maintain it and to strengthen it? Whew! You need a strong core for everything. Like I said, it connects your upper body with your lower body, and it also helps you with posture. So that strong posture is involved with the core, right? Because it's like this whole area here. You need it to move better, yo. When you can understand how your core works and how to get it strong, you start being able to move better with control and with a deeper connection to the way your body is moving and grooving through space. You also need it to prevent injuries. So when you have a weak middle ground here and you're doing big lifts, if you're doing a deadlift or a squat and you don't understand how to control the movement of your core, that's where you start getting that back injury, right? Because it's like you're lagging here. You also need a strong core for balance. So whenever you start doing single leg exercises, the lunge, the single leg deadlift, even just a walking lunge, anytime you're removing one limb, you need to have a strong core to maintain your balance. So I posted up a video the other day about testing you, challenging your stability, where I was doing the single leg hinge. If you don't have a strong core, you're not going to be able to do that. You will fall over right away. And so a strong core is going to help you maintain balance, maintain posture, help you with all your lifts, squat better. You're going to do pull-ups better. You're going to do deadlifts better. You're going to do everything better, push-ups better, because you're able to maintain that strong core. So now that we know what the core is and why it's so important, let's find out how strong your core is. Okay, I'm going to show you 2 different tests, and stay to the end because I'm going to challenge you with an extra, seemingly simple challenge that is so hard, okay? So I want to know, can you do it? These next 2 assessments are a part of the functional movement screen that I love to teach because you need to know where you are now to know where you're going, right? And then you can celebrate all your wins along the way. So you might think you're weak sauce now, that you have a weak core now, but then as you get stronger, how do you know? How do you know how you've progressed if you don't really assess yourself and find out at the very beginning? So the first test is called the torso stability test, and it's basically a push-up test. And it's testing our ability to maintain a stable core while we are pushing ourselves up from the ground. But it is different than just doing a push-up because what we're creating is a difficult way to do a push-up. So it's an inoptimal hand positioning that forces you to be really awkward, unlike doing a regular push-up, right? Where our elbows are pointing back. Check out the push-up video, guys. I break it all down. It's right there. But in this torso stability push-up test, we're creating a really awkward hand positioning, and it's testing our ability. Can you still push your body up in spite of that awkward hand positioning? So how it works is you're going to be on your stomach. What I want you to do is put your head on the ground, and I want you to put your hand up at your forehead, right? No one does push-ups like that. I hope you're not doing push-ups like that. But what you're going to do is you're going to put your hands at your forehead, and then you're going to proceed to do a push-up from there. The goal here is to push your body up in a perfect plank. So you're going to come up as one, stiff as a board, all the way up. Check out the plank video to know what I mean when I say strong as a plank. So watch it. A lot of people that have the weak core, they're going to hitch their body. They're going to be like, they're going to do whatever it takes. Sticking out their butt, using their upper body, using their feet, doing all types of crazy things to compensate for the lack of core strength and stability. But in order to get a good score and to know that you are legit hardcore, you will be able to push yourself up with that hand position there. So let's show you. Let me see if I can do this. Hands right at the forehead. Activate hardcoreness. Push yourself up in one swift movement. Bam! Give it a try. Bring your hand up to your forehead. See if you can do it. So see how my lower back didn't do any crazy elevator escalating business. I went up in one movement with my back nice and stable. Watch it again. I swear, sound effects always help me. Activate, play. Hands by the forehead and push. And push. So if you can do that, rock star. Now, if you can't do that, that's a perfect score. If you're straight as a plank, stiff as a board, and you're able to get up with no problem and no hitching of the hip. Now, if that's too hard, downgrade yourself and put the hand down at the chin and see how you do, okay? It's still pretty impressive if you could do it at the chin. So we were up here, move it down to the chin and push yourself up from there. Boom! From the chin. Boom! It's still hard compared to a regular push-up, but it is a lot easier than doing it from the forehead. Try that test out. Let me know how you did. If you can't do it at the chin, then bring it back down. That means we gotta work on that core. Parts 2 and 3, yo, don't miss it. Okay, next test. Take a breath. The next test is called the rotary stability test. So this test is assessing how are you able to maintain your stability, the control of your core under rotation. So we're gonna create an unstable environment, and your goal is to maintain that nice strong core, that nice stable spine in spite of this unstable environment. So how it's gonna work is we're gonna be on our knees and hands in the quadruped position. So that means hands right underneath the shoulders and knees right underneath the hip. So from here, start activating your core, get as strong as you can. What you want to do is you're gonna take one elbow, bringing it to the opposite knee, and then you're gonna extend the two. The goal is to have everything else stable in your lower back, in your spine. What usually happens is, things start getting crazy if you don't have that stability. So I'll show you what it looks like. Quadruped, elbow, knee, and reach. See how my lower back is completely stable? I'm activating through my core. I'm not letting myself go like this. Stable. There you go. What it looks like on the other side. So you really got to bring your connection, bring your attention to your lower back, through your lumbar spine, even to my shoulder blades. I'm thinking about where my shoulder blades are aligning. And in order to do that without without fighting that rotation, and that drive, that want to fall over, you really gotta get hardcore. All right, how did you do on that one, okay? So a lot of people that struggle, they're gonna look like this. They're gonna look really shaky, really unstable in the core. You're probably gonna have a lot of shifting in the base leg. So you might shift in and out. Find that solid. And don't worry, don't judge yourself, okay? I forgot to say that these assessment tools are just assessments. It's not meant to tell you that you suck. It's just giving you a picture, a piece of data on, hey, okay, we have a weakness here, or we have a strength here. It's just little pieces of data that we can plot into our fitness journey and see where we progress and celebrate as we get better. Because now that you know where you are now, you'll know where you're going. Because as you train with me and as you do the animal flow movements or as you do the push-ups and the plank videos, you're gonna find yourself getting stronger. And then you're gonna retake the test and you'd be like, damn, I couldn't do the push-up thing from my forehead before, and now I can. Chest bump, right? And you're gonna celebrate all those wins. Okay, so here's my test to you. Here's my challenge that I wanna leave you with. From the quadruped position, earlier we were doing opposites. I wanna know, I wanna challenge, can you lift same side leg with same side arm instead of the opposite? So, and without shifting your weight and losing that fight to maintain your stability. Woo! Not many people can do this. And in order to fully succeed and say you can do it, you can't shift at all. Because it's gonna be natural. There's a natural tendency as we lift both same side, you're gonna shift the other way to compensate. Because I can't do it, yo. I can't do it without shifting. So I wanna see, can you, okay? Let me try it. Okay. Lift your hand and then lift your leg. Without shifting, dude, it is a mind F. Okay, I'm gonna do it with shifting to show you that it is possible, but I have to cheat when I do it. So this is what I mean. So in order to do that, I have to shift to my left side. Try it on both sides. Maybe you got one side that's stronger than the other. Okay, obviously I need to work on that, but you see how I'm still laughing and I'm still having a good time because that's not telling me that I'm a piece of crap. It's just saying, hey, you're gonna work on it a little bit more. So thanks for watching, Winjas. This is part 1. I've got a really freaking fantastic series lined up. So part 2, we're gonna get into how do you activate, how do you engage, how do you get to that point where you can do all these core exercises properly for the most benefits. And then part 3, we're gonna get into all my favorite exercises. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to check out my other socials. Everything is under Move with Maya. Facebook, Instagram. I am here every Tuesday and every Friday. And I'll catch you next time.